Afternoon, everyone. We can do a little better. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, I felt it. I felt a little more of it. So my name is Adil Suleiman. I'm the Vice President of Youth and Justice Programs at Commonwealth Corporation. I bring you greetings from our CEO, Molly Jacobson, who welcomed a beautiful baby girl a few weeks ago. I'll be playing her part today. On behalf of Commonwealth Corporation and the YouthWorks program, it's my absolute honor to welcome you to today's grant announcement. I'm joined by Massachusetts Secretary of Labor and Workforce Development, Lauren Jones, from whom you'll hear shortly, as well as the Honorable Mayor Daniel Rourke and City Town Manager Tom Golden, who I've been advised to call Tom. Tom it is. We also have some dignitaries in the audience. When I call your name, please stand up and wave. We have Representative Hong. Stand and wave, thank you. Representative Elliott. Representative Howard. And then we also have Samang Radhanayong representing Lori Trahan. Awesome. We're incredibly proud to be here in the city of Lowell, a place known not only for being a hub of innovation, but for its unwavering commitment to building pathways for the next generation. And we're especially excited to gather in this beautiful plaza, joined by so many of our YouthWorks partners and champions who make this vital work possible. I'd love for you to give yourselves a round of applause for being here today. I also want to give a big shout out to our Commonwealth Corporation crew. There's many of them in the audience, but specifically I want to give a special shout out to my YouthWorks team, Joel Paulino and Carlos Fuentes, who find themselves at the table over there. At its core, YouthWorks is about equity and access and aspiration. It's about meeting young people where they are and helping them discover what's possible when they're given the tools, support, and real-world experience they need to succeed. Each year, through the support of the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development, YouthWorks opens its doors for thousands of teens and young adults across the Commonwealth, offering not only jobs, but opportunities to build confidence, learn skills, and imagine bold futures. A key piece of that journey is Signal Success, a career readiness curriculum that helps participants build foundational skills like communication, teamwork, and professionalism. These are not just job skills, they are life skills, and they help youth and young adults navigate the world with resilience and purpose. Today, we're here to recognize those partnerships and investments that make this work possible. To help us kick things off, I'm thrilled to introduce someone who is a tireless advocate for the young people of Lowell and has long championed efforts to ensure that our communities are places of opportunity and inclusion. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Mayor Daniel Rourke.
Thank you very much. Awesome. And welcome to Lowell. Another good day in the city to announce the great opportunity, and I can't think of a better place to go. It goes to our youth, right? To our kids and the YouthWorks and what it does for them in the summertime. Also, some of the money being spread out as well. But we are very provincial here in the city of Lowell, so we're very happy. I'm secretary for all the work that's been done. Thanks to our state delegation once again for working very hard to get this opportunity for our kids as well. So we're very thankful here in the city of Lowell, and what's going to happen, what's going to go for, all the summer program that you hear about a little later from Kevin Coughlin, our executive director, and those that are in place. So with no further ado, I'd like to welcome the Secretary of Workforce and Labor, Secretary Lauren Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's wonderful to be in Lowell and on a sunny day. How about that? We're so thrilled to be here. In fact, I am zigzagging across the Commonwealth, having the opportunity to go to each of our MassHire Regional Workforce Board communities, and I'm so thrilled to be able to be here in partnership with MassHire Greater Lowell, Kevin Coughlin representing, as well as the Career Center team. And so I really want to extend my thanks to MassHire Greater Lowell, the City of Lowell, Mr. Mayor, City Manager Golden, and the team that's helped to bring everyone all together, and certainly with a career service bus to go, which is really at the heart of some innovation happening right here in the city. I'd also like to thank our partners in the legislature. I know that they have already received a recognition, but I want to acknowledge Representative Hong, Representative Howard, and Representative Elliott. As we celebrate YouthWorks today, this is certainly in partnership with the legislature, so we appreciate your ongoing support of this critical line item in our budget, but also a critical pathway to give that first, second, third, many opportunities for young people to gain those foundational skills. So when we all come together, often for grant announcements, it's an opportunity to bring together partners, our workforce partners that really help to make the engine run. That includes our employer partners, it includes our government partners, it also includes the training partners that help to bridge greater relationships. I really want to thank anyone here who's representing a partnership, whether it's in Lowell or any of our 16 regional workforce boards. We appreciate that partnership because it makes it all come true in the reality of extending more opportunities for our young people. I mentioned innovation as well, this innovative career services bus. We are celebrating the history of innovation here in Massachusetts. You see me wearing a MA 250 t-shirt. We're really leaning into the spirit of the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution, the shot heard from around the world. We just celebrated Patriots Day just a few weeks ago. And here in Massachusetts, we are celebrating how we, yes, began so much great history here, but we've also innovated. We have been an inclusive Commonwealth, and we will continue to be an inclusive Commonwealth, especially as we think about driving more partnerships to create workforce development. And that's what we're celebrating here today. That's the revolutionary spirit that we know continues to make Massachusetts number one, and why we want to continue to make investments in workforce development. We are leaning into that revolutionary spirit, and it's really thinking about how we can be more creative. We need to make sure that every single young person has the opportunity to gain early career experience, has the opportunity to pursue greater access and opportunities to those soft skills as well as those hard skills that will make them successful in the future. Which brings me to today's announcement. I am thrilled to announce that the Healey-Driscoll Administration is awarding more than $22 million to help hire over 6,540 young people, both in this summer and year-round, throughout the Commonwealth, thanks to the YouthWorks program. Funded in partnership with the state legislature and administrated in collaboration with Commonwealth Corporation and our MassHire regional workforce boards, we really want to underscore how incredibly important this program is and how the partnerships make it all a reality. It helps to equip young people to gain the skills, and I really want to underscore the collaboration because we wouldn't be celebrating this without that kind of collaboration. And I'll just paint a picture on exactly how that happens right here in Lowell. Today, we're celebrating just over $1 million being awarded to the city of Lowell, which will help to implement a certified nursing assistant training program and prepare and hire 329 youth in high demand industries like healthcare. Think about how amazing that is. We know that healthcare is in demand. We know that we need to build a strong pipeline, and here, through a partnership with the city, through YouthWorks, we're extending more opportunities. We're starting to build that pipeline for young people and creating that continued pipeline that we do in support of so many other workforce training programs. So thank you certainly to the MassHire Lowell Workforce Board, the Greater Lowell Vocational Technical School, and the city for extending opportunities for gaining those hands-on and real-world life experiences that will be so meaningful, not only in the summer and year-round during this next calendar year, but really as we think about how foundational this will be for everyone's future opportunities that will participate in this program. I also want to lift up our employer partners because we know that we could extend this opportunity, but it wouldn't be possible without employers opening their doors, thinking about the mentorship, the supervision, and the exposure that a young person can gain, whether it's a summer program, a summer camp program, or an employer in the private sector that is a part of this. Clearly, it all takes a collective effort, and we appreciate this network that is certainly demonstrated in the outdoor space today, but also in regions across the Commonwealth. I'll also end by demonstrating our why. I often talk about workforce development in connection to collaboration. collaboration that makes everything a reality. But really, when you take a step back and think about why we're collaborating, why we're making investments in programs like YouthWorks, it really is all about our people. It's the current talent that we have that we want to ensure we continue to upskill, and it's also the untapped and new talent that we want to extend greater opportunities so that they can be part of our strong workforce. And one example of that people-centric approach and that storytelling as to why it's so important to make these investments is Tayshawn LeBron, who you will hear from shortly. He took a leap of faith in his career, enrolled in the YouthWorks program, first starting as a receptionist at the Boys and Girls Club, and I will leave it to Tayshawn to share his personal story and journey, but it's exactly why we are investing in programs like this and why we want to continue to scale up and continue to invest in these programs so we can have more stories like Tayshawn, not only in Lowell, but across the Commonwealth. And so I really do appreciate that we were able to come together. I appreciate that we're investing $22 million across 16 regional workforce boards. I know it takes a village to make all of this a reality, so I do appreciate the partnership, not only with the Healey-Driscoll Administration, but so many individuals and organizations that make this a reality. So congratulations to all the grantees here, those that are streaming online, and certainly across the Commonwealth. We're so thrilled to be able to partner with you this summer and over the course of the next school year, and look forward to seeing more great stories to be able to celebrate. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Secretary Jones, and thank you to the Healey-Driscoll Administration, who are really putting their effort toward investing in and driving this program and this type of innovation. Now, I'm excited to welcome someone who plays a key role in shaping workforce development here in Lowell. Please join me in welcoming Kevin Coughlin, the Executive Director of the MassHire Greater Lowell Workforce Board.
Good afternoon, everyone. Secretary Jones, members of the state delegation, Mayor Rourke, and Vice Mayor Yem, our other city councilors, City Manager Golden, our Workforce Board Chair Danielle McFadden, and fellow Workforce Board executives and leaders that are here with us today. Thank you so much for coming to Lowell. We're very grateful this afternoon and all the time for Secretary Jones and ComCorps and to the Healey-Driscoll Administration for their well-guided and generous announcements of grants today. I use the phrase well-guided in that our workforce boards have received excellent guidance from the Governor through Secretary Jones and ComCorps to deliver a unique and impactful career awakening model that benefits ongoing generations of youth throughout the state. As a gateway city here in Lowell to all our statewide MassHire regions, these funds provide the model and framework to nurture 14 to 24-year-olds in their first and then continued pathway to understanding the personal and skill potential needed to advance employment readiness. In fact, this model, called Signal Success, provides 25 hours of work readiness skills training, which allows meaningful future planning discussions. YouthWorks provides a trusted balance for all this to take place: a secure work site, skills training, career education, and youth development, all of which is a vital part of the model we are delivering to youth and young adults. We believe this is especially true for those youths who have graduated from high school but have yet to find the proper career pathways. These YouthWorks funds today will influence future generations, provide a basis for a strong workforce in Massachusetts, and always guarantee that the MassHire network will always be a strong resource whenever it may be needed. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure, welcome, Tayshawn. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our participant speaker with us today. Tayshawn LeBron began his workforce journey at YouthWorks, where he was first placed at a work site that introduced him to the fundamentals of workforce readiness. As he progressed, he explored a variety of roles across different work sites, gaining exposure to new environments and opportunities provided by this very program. As was mentioned earlier, he started his career at the Boys and Girls Club, and now he's transitioned to use his own skills to influence others and make them successful. His career path has continued to evolve, and he pursued training as a mechanic and later worked with our Department of Public Works right here in Lowell as a valued employee. Throughout his time with MassHire and the YouthWorks program, Tayshawn has developed a broad range of skills, including strong communication abilities, reliability, good customer service, and he's even very, very good with his computer skills. He credits this program with helping him along the way. Now I'd like to introduce him to let him tell you in his own words.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Tayshawn LeBron, and I would like to start by thanking Heather Diamond and the Young Adult Career Center, MassHire. My journey began with the MassHire Lowell Young Adult Career Center back in January 21st, 2019. I started working under the YouthWorks program. As a young man, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with my journey or where I was headed. But the program was perfect for me because it allowed me to explore opportunities in different pathways, including working at the Boys and Girls Club of Lowell, mechanic work at the DPW, and office work at our very own MassHire building. Learning soft skills associated with working, such as how to be responsible for myself, how to properly work in diverse teams, and how to transfer skills from one job to another. Even if the route of the job was totally different. It has been essential in my ability to move forward as a successful person. Eventually, I moved out of the YouthWorks program and I entered programming at MassHire Lowell Young Adult Career Center. It allowed me to continue my journey. Sorry, I'm really nervous. First time. To succeed and give me new opportunities, including the opportunity I am currently at the MassHire Young Adult Career Center as a career counselor. I'm in the Workforce Course Program, a one-of-a-kind opportunity for young adults who are not pursuing college and want to make a positive impact in the world and the workforce development. As Heather always says, no one wakes up and thinks, I want to be a workforce development professional. I certainly didn't. But after all these years with the MassHire Young Adult Career Center, and sticking by me in my corner, even when I made mistakes, and giving me a second chance, I knew this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a positive, lasting impact for someone as many as someone else done for me. Had I not entered the subsidized work program when I was 18, I can't say for sure what I would have been able to figure out about this work and where I was meant to be. Thank you again for your time here today and for the opportunity to share a bit about myself and my story. I look forward to continuing my journey in the workforce development field. And I'll be sure to see you again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tayshawn. Do we want to give him another round of applause? Great. Thank you again, Tayshawn. Your story is a powerful reminder of what's possible when we invest in young people, not just with resources, but with trust, opportunity, and belief in their potential. It's now my pleasure to welcome someone who brings heart and commitment to everything he does for the City of Lowell. Please join me in welcoming City Manager Thomas Golden to share some brief remarks.
Thank you all very much. It's not a secret that the mayor left and left the vice mayor up here to answer all the tough questions later on. So thank you very much, Vice Mayor Yem, for being here. And I want to say thank you very much to the Healey-Driscoll Administration for making this happen. This is something that the City of Lowell has looked at for a number of years. I can remember when I was in the House, we had this discussion about how we talk to young adults like Tayshawn to find out where you're going to go next. And more on you in a moment. But thank you so much to the Healey-Driscoll Administration. Thank you so much to our Congresswoman's office, Trahan, and as been noted today, to my colleagues in the House of Representatives and, of course, the Senate. But as a former House member, we all know that the House of Representatives actually pulls all the weight. That's a... Sorry, Senator Kennedy, it's only a joke. But it truly is an honor to be here today when we think of all the wonderful things we're doing. Mr. Coughlin, MassHire, all the workers here from MassHire, I want to say thank you very much for all that you do day in and day out. To our friends at Commonwealth Corp, thank you as well for being here. Thank you for making a difference. Thank you for coming to work every single day and trying to make someone's life better than it was yesterday. And I will say something to Mr. LeBron. What an impressive speech. Speaking from the heart, talking direct. You did a fabulous job. The City of Lowell needs to support, encourage, and ensure that people like Mr. LeBron, he's not the first, and he most certainly won't be the last. And that's because of the great work that all of the people at MassHire do. So thank you all very much, Madam Secretary. You're always welcome here in the City of Lowell because whenever you do come, you're bringing money, checks, and everything else. And I'll tell you, you've done a fabulous job, so thank you as well. And now I'd like to turn it over to our future Vice President. Where is he? Of the United States of America.
Thanks so much.
Inside joke, but he will be running for office someday. I know he will.
Awesome. Thank you, City Manager Golden. City Manager Golden. As we close out, yeah, please. As we close out today's grand announcement, I want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to all of the incredible partners who make YouthWorks possible. From the Berkshires to Boston, from Brockton to Holyoke, and here in Lowell, this program exists because of the dedicated and passionate people working across every corner of the state to create meaningful opportunities for young people. Whether you're an employer, a community leader, a state official, a team member, a regional lead to our MassHire Workforce Board, Career Center, you're opening doors to young talent across the Commonwealth. Thank you for believing in the mission, and thank you for being here today to celebrate the impact we're making together. Before we wrap up, we'd love to capture this moment, so we're going to invite representatives from every organization here, receiving grant funding, others, join us in the front for a group photo. Thank you all for being here today, and have a great